In this video, we're going to talk about fonts and how to change fonts and what exactly are fonts. In the last video, we talked about the importance of typing instead of writing to make your work legible. Well, fonts are a way to change the appearance of the letters. A font is just that. It's a set of characters that will change the appearance of your letters. So, for example, I have this article here about candy not causing cavities, a special new kind of candy. And I want to make it more readable. If I wanted to change the font of this article, what I would do is I would highlight the text with my mouse. I would click and drag to select the text that I want, and then I have a couple different options. Watch when I highlight the text, I have a little box pop up right here. I also have an area right up here where most of the font tools that we're going to be learning about are located. So if I wanted to change the title of this article and make it something else, these are fonts. If I click on the drop down, and you can see as I arrow over these, they look quite different. There are literally thousands of different fonts online, and you have quite a few fonts already installed on your machine. Now at some point we're going to want to make this font a little more readable in that it needs to be bigger, so it's important that you know how to change the font size. Right here in this drop down, I can change my font size, and I'll make it the biggest one. You can see 72, how big it is. But realize that you can make your font as big as you want by clicking on the number up there and typing it in. Obviously, the one we have now is too big. Besides changing the size of the font, we can make it a little bit bigger or smaller using these two. The A with the up arrow, the A with the down arrow. This will change the case of the font from lowercase to uppercase. This button right here will remove all formatting and put it back to plain text. Sometimes we want our font to stand out even more. We can make it bold. Look at the text as I change this from bold. It is a small difference. The text is heavier. It's thicker. We also have italics, which curves slants the text a little bit. Notice that when I apply one of these, if it's applied, it changes the color around it to blue. I can underline text. I can change text effects. These are kind of neat. If I click on the drop down, there's a whole bunch of kind of pre-formatted things that I can do. If you look at that one, there's a little bit of a reflection. That one has a nice outline. All sorts of different, so these are pre-made. These are specific ones that you change yourself. And you can get pretty fancy with those. I'm just going to go with this one right here. One other thing that you need to know how to do is to change the color of a font. And there are literally millions of colors available. Now it doesn't look like that many right here. But if we go to more colors, you can see we have quite a few here. I think there's 256 here. And if we go to custom, in this little spectrum of colors, we literally have 16.7 million. Select the color you want, and as long as your text was selected at the time that you change that color, it will do it. Now notice I have just the top row selected here, and I'm going to change the color on this as well. But I'm not going to change the color, I'm going to highlight the text. Have you ever used one of the highlighters on your paper? You can do the same thing in Word, and you have all sorts of different colors. I kind of like that blue highlighter. It only applies to the font or to the text that I have selected.